5.
Today at 5, free credit reports, why you should take advantage now.
And the Iowa National Guard has lost another soldier in Iraq. A live report is straight ahead.
Plus, it's the single most deadly attack in Iraq since the end of major combat. A suicide bomber kills more than 100. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. The Iraqi rebels just refused to give up.
And today they proved it. A powerful car bomb killed more than 120 people. It is the deadliest attack since President Bush declared that major combat was over. Stacey Case has more from Washington.
A blast so powerful it nearly vaporized the suicide bomber's car. Only the engine stayed intact. The targets, police and National Guard recruits, lined up for physicals outside a medical clinic in Hilla, south of Baghdad. More than 120 recruits were killed and at least that many injured. Police recruits have been popular targets for insurgents in their fight to stop the U.S. drive toward Iraqi democracy.
The terrorists who carry out these attacks are the enemies of the Iraqi people and the enemies of their aspirations for a free and peaceful future.
Police say several people have been arrested in connection with the bombing, even though this attack has the ominous distinction as the deadliest since Saddam Hussein's fall. The administration is not wavering.
The Iraqi people have shown through their courage and determination that they want to live in freedom, and we stand with the Iraqi people.
As insurgents continue their fight to derail democracy, members of the old regime are soon to face justice. After months of investigations, the Iraqi Special Tribunal determined 5 of Saddam Hussein's alleged henchmen will face charges of crimes against humanity. The group includes one of Saddam's half-brothers. Trial dates have not been set yet. This comes one day after Syria turned over another of Saddam's half-brothers, who is believed to be a top leader of the insurgency. In Washington, Stacey Case, KCCI News Channel 8.
Thank you, Stacey. Police and Iraqi Guard recruits have been the prime targets of insurgents since the war began. The number of casualties among those two groups tops more than 2,000 people. In the first 10 days of January alone, 208 Iraqi police and Guard recruits were killed. That's compared with 23 U.S. casualties.
Right now, the Iowa National Guard is holding a news conference announcing the death of an Iowa soldier. News Channel 8's Emily Gibbons is live at Stark Armory. And Emily, what can you tell us?
Well, Steve, we've actually learned that the news is actually even worse than that. 1 Iowa National Guard soldier dead, but there were 4 more injured in a single attack that we understand happened yesterday, February 27th, at about 11 in the morning Iraq time. I'll just read off part of the press release for you. They say that it was the death of 2nd Lieutenant Richard Brian Gienow. He's 29 years old from Peoria, Illinois. He was killed when the up-armored Humvee in which he was traveling was struck by an improvised explosive device between Karbala and Ramadi, Iraq. As I said, this happened on Sunday. 4 more injured. These soldiers are based out of Burlington, I understand. 4 others injured: Sergeant Timothy Shea of Muscatine, Specialist Justin Edgington of West Burlington, Specialist Seth Garceau of Iowan, and Specialist Dennis Smutzer of Moline, Illinois. And as I said, they were assigned to Company A, 224th Engineer Battalion out of Burlington, Iowa. Steve?
Okay, Emily, thank you very much. We'll look for more on News Channel 8 at 6. Now, since the war began in March of 2003, a total of 1,497 Americans have been killed in the war on terror. That includes a total of 23 Iowa soldiers. This just into the newsroom. The Des Moines police are investigating the discovery of a body outside the Civic Center downtown. Now, officers were called to the scene at 2nd and Walnut a little less than an hour ago, where the body of a man was found at the entrance of the Stoner Theater. Police are trying to determine the cause of death.
Republican Doug Gross now says he will not run for governor. The Des Moines attorney who lost to Governor Vilsack in 2002 announced today that he has decided not to run in 2006. He says it would be too big of a strain on his family. Sioux City businessman Bob Vanderplatz and Congressman Jim Nussle are still considering running for the GOP nomination. At the State House this week, lawmakers are debating the $5 million state budget. Also, the proposed 80-cent hike tax hike per pack of cigarettes is ready for debate. Republicans have openly rejected that, but Democrats say negotiations are just beginning. And finally, a meth bill that will allow stores to sell cold medicines with low doses of pseudoephedrine will be debated in committee tomorrow.
The Iowa auditor is telling state agencies to watch it when it comes to using credit cards. David Vaught says the increased use of cards could leave the state vulnerable to fraud. Vaught proposes new safeguards to prevent abuse. Beginning tomorrow, you can get your credit report for free.
Up until now, you had to pay to get your own information. Michelle Parker's live in the newsroom. And why the change, Michelle?
Well, it's a new federal law that takes effect tomorrow. Experts say the information you gain is important. Tina Moore never expected to go before cameras like this to tell her story. It's all because of a cell phone bill she received that she says was not hers.
$306.97 bill that was in my name and supposedly in my Social Security number, and I was very upset about that.
After calls to the collection agency and the phone company, she believes things are now straightened out. Tina will be checking her credit report to see if there's any impact.
You need to know what's on there to protect yourself. If you don't, then you'll end up a victim like I am.
Attorney General Tom Miller says identity theft is one big reason people should check their credit reports.
When people engage in identity theft, they don't pay the bills, and very quickly that will show up on your credit report.
Beginning March 1st, people can go to this website, annualcreditreport.com, and order free credit reports. The law says you're entitled to one free report per year from each of the 3 national credit reporting agencies. Experts say besides looking for identity theft, you can spot possible mistakes and take action to have them corrected. Tom Coates has counseled many people who have gotten into credit trouble. He says your credit history is not just important for getting a loan or buying a home.
You may be seeking a job in totally unrelated fields that may be denied to you because you have poor credit.
I don't want this to happen again. It angers me. I don't think anyone should have to go through this.
Now you'll be able to get reports other times during the year, but it will cost you a fee.
All right, thank you very much, Michelle. So as a reminder, once again, starting tomorrow, you can get one free credit report per year. That includes one credit report from each of the 3 credit agencies, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And you can go to annualcreditreport.com to order your free credit reports, or check out the iowachannel.com for more information about the new law.
Central Iowans are calling for stronger efforts to bring peace to the Middle East. Jewish and Christian leaders took their message to the Iowa State House during the noon hour today. The group says suicide bombings and terrorist killings have to stop, and they believe it can happen.
It's going to take just a complete moral voice on every side to convince people that terrorism is the seeds of violence for years and years to come.
We really believe in a peace between Palestinians and Israelis. We believe it's possible.
The religious leaders say it's important for Iowans to be informed about what's going on in the Middle East.
The Vatican sounds optimistic about Pope John Paul's health. Yesterday, the pontiff surprised well-wishers with a brief appearance in a hospital window. The Vatican says the 84-year-old Pope has been eating regularly and sitting up in an armchair. The Pope is undergoing therapy to improve his breathing and his speech. Well, the man who police believe is the BTK serial killer will appear in a Kansas courtroom tomorrow.
The suspect was arrested this weekend, but he still has not yet been formally charged. This begins today's look at news around the nation. Dennis Rader, who will be seen on video as prosecutors outline the criminal charges which have yet to be filed. Rader is currently being held on $10 million bond, one for each of the 10 people he allegedly murdered. Some of those murders date back 30 years.
The massive search for 9-year-old missing Jessica Lunsford may soon be scaled back because of lack of evidence. It is the 5th day of the search. The little girl last seen in her bedroom Wednesday night by her grandmother. Today, her father begged, just drop her off and I will come and pick her up.
The jury today listened to opening statements in the Michael Jackson child molestation case. Prosecutors came out swinging, saying Jackson exploited the teenage cancer patient at his Neverland Ranch, while defense attorneys are portraying the boy's mother as a money-hungry liar. Jackson has pleaded not guilty to 10 charges. Ooh, look at that. Big old bottleneck out there on I-235. This is the 28th Street traffic cam looking to the west. We'll move along to the 35th. Doesn't look any better there either. And let's go out to 42nd, where things are still backed up. We have a bottleneck out there. Don't know exactly what it's all about, but if you're headed out of downtown Des Moines today, looks like it's going to be slow going.
Maybe it's just a dreary Monday and people decided to stay later at work today and get their work done, right, Curtis?
I want to go after work because that's the way I'm headed.
Yeah.
That right there.
John will give you a ride home in the helicopter.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
All right. Mr. Kurtz,
a few
take it
flurries
away.
out at about, right now this activity not amounting to too much, but it is creating some visibility problems at times. But the flurries will continue on and off for the evening hour. A lot of cloud elements here, but where you see the darker greens, that's some very light snow. Where is the heavy snow today? This is a big system stretching from Chicago to Pittsburgh. Heavy snow in parts of Pennsylvania and heavy snow across New York, New Jersey. Winter storm warnings from Maine all the way into Michigan. So if you're headed to the northeast over the next 24 hours, it is going to be treacherous that way. We'll have a cold one here tonight. Wind chills down single digits, maybe below zero, northern Iowa. March 1st, that whole lamb or lion thing, and mild late week conditions. Well, we'll talk about that in your 5-day forecast. All coming your way in a little bit.
That whole lamb or lion thing, huh?
Well, in like, out like, yeah.
You're going to explain that in a little bit.
All right.
Okay, thanks, Curtis.
Well, some more central Iowa communities need help, and KCCI is ready to help.
So here's what you need to do. Starting tomorrow, you need to sign up your community to win one of 5 $3,000 Community Improvement Awards. Last year, Adel, Des Moines, Latimer, Pleasantville, and Fort Dodge all won the prizes. Go to our website, theiowachannel.com, or to any Casey's, and you can fill out an application there. The deadline, April 1st, so you have another month. Good luck.
Still ahead on First News at 5, check your pockets and lose those cigarette lighters, folks. New TSA rules say no more. Plus.
I'm Sally Kidd in Washington. Many Americans who are retired haven't stopped working. Coming up, details of a new initiative to link retirees with new jobs.
And it's a new gadget that promises to help you lose weight by counting carbs, but does it work? We'll test it out when First News at 5 continues.
For over 40 years, he was there.
Crusades against segregation, South Vietnam. The hurricane.
Baghdad, right now. A reporter's notebook tonight on the CBS Evening News.
There's been a new addition to the Bob Brown family, and I just happen to have some pictures. This is our new GMC Isuzu dealership in Ankeny. This is the indoor pre-owned showroom. This is some of the pre-owned inventory we have in stock. This is the service department, the parts department. These are my children. Some of the new GMCs we have in stock. This is our sign. I think it goes this way. Anyway, you're invited to come and see it, and I'm awfully proud.
Is your house starting to smell like your pet? Visit any of the 3 Oric stores in central Iowa. Oric has the experts and the products to help you remove spots, stains, and odors in your home. Caused by pets, caused by people. Clean carpets with a variety of Oric vacuums and steamers, some warranted up to 21 years. Clean floors with a high-speed Oric floor cleaner. Reaches every corner right out to the baseboard. Clean air with an Oric air purifier, regenerating air in most rooms every hour. Helping you lead a clean life is what Oric is all about. Visit one of our 3 central Iowa Oric locations today.
At Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza, we give you everything you want in a pizza. You want only fresh ingredients? You got it. You want toppings piled high? You got it. You want to pay only $4.99 for a large pepperoni pizza? You got it. You want us to walk your dog while you're on vacation? Not gonna happen. So let us give you everything you want when it comes to your pizza. From our kitchen to your oven, Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. Now get a large pepperoni pizza for only $4.99.
We don't know where your next Ford SUV adventure will take you, but we do know how you'll remember it. Because right now during Ford's Big Picture event, you'll get a no-charge Canon digital camera with the purchase or lease of any Ford SUV. Plus, get 0% financing or up to $3,000 cash back on select Ford SUVs. No matter where the road takes you, get the big picture. Ford SUVs, built for the Midwest and only from your local Ford store. Ford, built for the road ahead.
This is KCCI's First News at 5 with Steve Carlin, Cynthia Boder, and meteorologist Curtis Gertz. We're proud to be Iowa's news leader.
Governor Vilsack is in Washington today announcing a new program for older workers.
Some of the largest companies in America are now trying to recruit and retain mature workers. Washington reporter Sally Kidd joins us now live with more. Sally?
Good evening, Steve and Cynthia. With fewer younger adults entering the workforce, there are some companies who have decided that older workers have become a critical and vital part of their future plans. 66-year-old Lee Budendek is retired, but he hasn't stopped working.
I'm basically a jack of all trades.
After retiring from a job with the federal government, he started working at this Borders bookstore in Washington, D.C.
You know, when you were sitting at your desk with the feds and, daydreaming, I think, boy, would it be nice to work in a bookstore. So here I am.
Borders is one of 13 companies partnering with the American Association for Retired Persons Foundation in a new workforce initiative. The program matches older workers with companies committed to hiring and retaining mature employees.
The time is right for this because more and more people want to work into their older years. Some because they want to, some because they have to, and more employers need these people.
Employers like Carrie Jury, vice president of a Des Moines, Iowa financial services company.
We think they really provide a strategic value because of their skills that they bring to the table in working with younger employees.
Borders says its stores are more successful when the age of its employees reflects the average age of its customers at a given store.
That one doesn't give a lot of light.
And Home Depot says mature workers have a low turnover rate.
It's not that we're unable to do things. I'm physically able to go fishing or to work, either one.
The program will also help older workers train for their new careers. And the companies who've partnered with AARP on this have created web pages welcoming older job seekers, and they've also provided links to listings of their job opportunities within their companies. Reporting live in Washington, I'm Sally Kidd. Steve, back to you.
Sally, thank you very much.
Well, you'll no longer be able to take your lighters onto airplanes. The new policy is in response to stepped-up security on U.S. airplanes. Passengers will still be allowed to carry matches, but all lighters will be confiscated. So if you have a fancy Zippo, plan on leaving it at home. The no lighter policy will be fully enforced starting April 14th. And up next on First News at 5, Curtis Gertz has a much more people-friendly forecast.
That's right. There's warmer temperatures on the way, and we'll be taking a look at that super Doppler forecast coming your way next.
Okay, 12:10, the meeting starts. 12:20, the meeting ends. 12:21, we have a meeting to recap the meeting and schedule next week's meeting.
Who has time to eat healthy?
12:30, we meet with Jack. 12:33,
You do.
Fire Jack.
Introducing the fresh fruit bowl and cup only at Wendy's. Honeydew, cantaloupe, pineapple, and grapes. Made throughout the day and served with a low-fat yogurt dip. So now, if there's time to eat, there's time to eat right.
The documents for the Wilson Agreement. Joyce?
How about right now? Wendy's, it's better here.
One after another, you'll see that the hottest lineup at the auto show is from Dodge. You'll even see something you can't see here. Plus, we'll match up to $500 down on Dakota, Durango, or Caravan for $1,000 total down payment. Now get 0% financing, generous cash allowances, and package discounts for savings up to $6,600 on Durango.
Why do I shop at Merle & Mom? Shoe therapy. Whenever I feel down about something, buying shoes at Merle Hay cheers me right up. Like when I broke up with Bobby, I bought shoes. And when my sister hurt my feelings, I bought shoes. In a tough time at work, I bought shoes. But then one day I realized my closet wasn't big enough to hold all of my shoes, so I bought more shoes. Hey, I never said this therapy stuff was an exact science.
Closed captioning on KCCI is brought to you by the Iowa Clinic Women's Center. Going to the doctor just got easier. Visit iowaclinic.com and learn about coordinated scheduling.
Winter fun for everyone awaits you at the Wilderness Hotel and Golf Resort in Wisconsin Dells. With 3 indoor water parks, the Wilderness provides countless ways to get soaked all year long. Thrilling water slides, relaxing lazy rivers, and an exhilarating wave pool with water blasters and depth charges, all reserved exclusively for our guests. Dry off and head to Dodgem City, featuring Timberland Playhouse. plan your stay at the Wilderness Hotel and Golf Resort. Seasonal specials are now available. Just call 1-800-867-WILD.
Now, your live Super Doppler 8 network forecast from your only team of 4 certified meteorologists, keeping you safe under an umbrella of protection.
Welcome back, everyone. Look at this. This is Northern Virginia. Oh boy, they're seeing some snow there, and it's snowing right now. There are winter storm warnings in effect from Michigan all the way to Maine. The heaviest snow right now just north of Virginia as you head up into Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey. It is one big old snowstorm in the Northeast. Here, we've just been dealing with those flurries, snow showers on and off throughout the day. Other than that, cloudy skies. You head to the west, there's been a little bit of sunshine now and again. The clouds breaking up, but at least for the evening hour, the flurries will be flying about. Along with the flurries, the wind today, it's been very gusty. Matter of fact, West Elementary in Knoxville, this wind gust 33 miles an hour, reported just 10 minutes ago. West winds currently at 12, the wind chill 14, and the temperature in Knoxville 25 degrees. And then as we head over into the Ankeny area, temperatures there right now in the 20s, wind chill of 26. They had a wind gust of 28 miles an hour at 4:55, so still strong winds out there for the evening hour. Currently outside right now here in the metro, 25, 18 degrees, north to northwest winds 16, humidity 74%, and the pressure right now 29.89 and on the rise. Temperatures up in International Falls, 18, 27 in Minneapolis. The warm air just pushed very far down to the south, 30 Kansas City, 32 right now in St. Louis. We've been dealing with those flurries on and off, wrapping around an area of low pressure. A little heavier snow as you head into Milwaukee and Chicago, and then look to the west, clearing skies, look to the north, clearing skies. Eventually we're going to get these clouds out of here, and we are looking for some sunshine later in the day on Tuesday and into Wednesday. Until then, though, a cold one out there. Wind chills overnight, northern Iowa down below zero with the northwest winds staying up about 15 to 25 miles an hour tonight. High pressure builds in tomorrow. Winds slacken just a bit, but it is going to be a chilly Tuesday. Good news, though, a little more sunshine will make it feel a bit warmer. Overnight lows from 13 Waterloo, 15 in Dubuque, 18 Lamoni, 17 in Omaha. But again, colder wind chills. And then as we head through the afternoon, 20s to the north and northeast, around 30 here and near the freezing mark, Lamoni in through Omaha. Forecast for the evening, flurries flying about. Eventually the low down at 15, wind chills here near zero, below zero to the north. Northwest winds settling down a bit, 15 to 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow's high, 30 degrees, clouds around for the morning, then sunshine by the afternoon. Here's 5-day forecast taking you through the first, 5 days of March. 33 on Wednesday, beautiful sunshine. Thursday, it's a warm-up, 41. Friday up to 46, and partly cloudy skies on Saturday, 43. So I don't know, partly cloudy tomorrow, a high around 30, cold in the morning, in like a lion. You make your own decision.
That's pretty darn good looking.
I'd like lamb chop and some mint jelly tonight for dinner.
You like that?
Lamb chops.
Okay, Tana, did you hear that out there?
She better get going.
I didn't know I could order right through the TV set.
It works that way. Thank you.
We'll go out for dinner like we always do.
Well, sometimes it's difficult to figure out the connection in things.
Like, why would animal rights activists have a problem with gummy bears, of all things? Jeanette Trumpeter's in the newsroom now with some answers. Jeanette.
Well, Steve, apparently it's not the candy itself, but the state in which they arrive.
This candy, made right here in Preston, is now the subject of a nationwide controversy. I'm Jeff Greenwood. Tonight, all the fuss over roadkill candy.
Webster City Police are planning a jailbreak. They're breaking out these old cells, and you might be surprised who's doing all the work.
It's a term sometimes used to describe lobbyists and lawmakers, but coming up in tonight's Carlin Covers Central Iowa, we'll see if we can't find a real bird of prey at the Iowa State House.
The 2006 governor's race started early, and the field has already gotten smaller by one. I'm Erin Kiernan. Find out who's not running tonight.
It is new and coming up after the CBS Evening News. We will see you then, Steve and Cynthia.
All right, we'll be watching. Thanks, Jeanette.
And we'll be right back.
Opening on February 23rd, only one place in Iowa will let you play. Strike, shoot, score, dive, kick, hit, slide, run, march, jump, tackle, swing, talk, and sing. Phew. The Iowa Hall of Pride is the ultimate family adventure and is opening soon at the Iowa Event Center. Get a sneak peek today. Visit iowahallofpride.com.
The Arby's Chicken Cheddar Jack Wrap. crispy chicken, 2 cheeses, thick-cut pepper bacon in a delicious wrap. It'll have you saying, I'm thinking Arby's.
Imagine how good it would feel to really be proud of your smile. You can do it with affordable dentures. We can make a real difference. You can get dentures the same day if you come in early enough. You don't even need an appointment. Our dentures are made in this office from materials accepted by the American Dental Association. Call 1-800-DENTURE for more information. We'll improve your smile at a price you really can afford.
Construction of Deerfield Retirement Community is well underway with opening planned for spring of 2005. That means active and comfortable retirement living is easily within sight. At Deerfield, you can live the life you love, remain near family and friends, and continue to enjoy your favorite activities with the assurance of on-site health care. And by making the decision now to call Deerfield, you'll have a choice of 14 apartment and townhome floor plans. To tour the Deerfield Model Apartment Home, call 515-267-0438 today.
Meet Mr. Terrible. He's new in town, but he knows where you'll find all the food, fun, and action you've been looking for. Right here at Terrible's Lakeside Casino. Try our prime rib dinner, just $9.99. How about Deuce's Wild? 2 eggs, 2 pancakes, and 2 slices of bacon, just $2.99. And don't forget to enter daily for Terrible's Cruise a Week giveaway. Come on in. Tell them Mr. Terrible sent you.
Terrible's the best in town. Oh, yeah.
Join us tomorrow morning. We'll be joined by the Lincoln Railmen.
And the first 5 days of March in our forecast. Please make us a part of your day. We start tomorrow at 5.
Well, when it comes to convenience, a lot of people choose to do their shopping by catalogs.
The problem is you can't test the merchandise before you buy it. Edie Magnus decided to test 3 tempting gadgets in today's Consumer Watch.
Ever wonder if those mail-order catalog products actually work? Good Housekeeping wanted to find out. For example, the makers of Quick Shine Silver Bath claim you can clean multiple silver items in just 5 minutes with no rubbing. Good Housekeeping took a dip.
In our tests, we found that it did a really good job at removing tarnish from both sterling silver and silver plate.
If you're carb conscious, the CalCarb Clicker Bracelet claims to be an easy way to count carbs, calories, and water intake for $39.99. But when Good Housekeeping tried to convert carbs into clicks...
If you're counting your carbs and have a glass of fat-free milk, you can look in the booklet, see that it has 12 grams of carbs, and then click your bracelet 12 times. For calories, each click is worth 50 calories, so you have to do math.
The Gadget Universe catalog claims the electric hot dog maker can cook hot dogs and keep them warm. It also is supposed to heat buns and pop popcorn. But Good Housekeeping found
you can't use it to keep hot dogs hot for a long period of time because the water will boil away. You can only heat 2 buns, and we had trouble getting the buns to stay on the spikes. In our tests, it didn't do a very good job of popping popcorn.
At $39.95, Good Housekeeping says the hot dog maker is not so hot. After repeated attempts, Good Housekeeping did not receive a response from the makers of the CalCarb bracelet or the hot dog maker. Mixed reviews for 3 catalog gadgets. I'm Edie Magnus for Good Housekeeping Reports.
We're all in the mood for hot dogs now. Well, more and more patients with knee and hip pain are turning to surgery. And coming up tonight on News Channel 8 at 10, Molly Cooney takes a look at the advancements in joint replacement, including faster recovery times. That's tonight on News Channel 8 at 10. We'll be right back.
It was a disaster. It was backing up through the drain. We never thought this would happen to us.
Most people become aware of their septic system when they have a problem.
Use Rid-X once a month to help prevent septic backups.
We used to flush and pray. Now we use Rid-X.
The new hot, fresh toasted subs are here. Subway, eat fresh.
Dear Medicap, thanks for being so helpful and pleasant, and always answering my questions and concerns.
Thanks for your great service. I appreciate calling in my prescriptions and having them ready when I stop by.
Your staff is very accommodating, friendly, prompt, and efficient. If we ask, they willingly deliver my prescriptions.
Medicap Pharmacy. We'll always make time for you.
Medicap Pharmacy. We fill millions of prescriptions, one important person at a time.
If you want to match the new 2005 Ford Super Duty's towing capacity with a Chevy Silverado, you better make sure you got more than one Silverado. With a class-exclusive tow command system featuring a torque shift 5-speed automatic, the new Super Duty can just flat out pull more. And with a fully integrated trailer brake controller, Super Duty does it with more control. This is best-in-class towing. This is the next Ford Super Duty.
For up-to-the-minute weather information, day or night, call the live Super Doppler 8 Network forecast at 247-8880. Sponsored by Nissan.
The policeman said you got the guy who hurt my mom.
We got him.
I'm still scared.
He's never getting out.
Good America, or bad America?
Good America. Before you commit a crime in my city, let me give you a warning. We will find you.